Yeah, let's talk about it. Alright, I'm always on the grind. Yeah, let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. Okay, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm always on the grind. Girl, let's talk about it. Yeah. I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it.
Say you don't like this life of mine. Let's talk about it. What up, world? What up, world? Happy Wednesday. What's popping? What's popping? What's the biz naives? What's the business? How are we staying busy and productive today? God body. Got the guy that's Indigo pulling up in just a second. Today we're gonna tackle in and get to the basics of Mr. Donald J. Trump indicted on a RICO charge. Fish trying to get out of the water. Empress Indigo, what's good? God body.
What's up?
Peace. God body. Peace and goddess to the world. Say happy Wednesday. Everything that we talk about today is for educational purposes only. Make sure that that's been on, and everything is alleged. I mean, yeah, straight off to it. Uh what are we getting to? Should we go straight into the footage of what Donald J. Trump is facing? What do you think about a president facing RICO charges? I mean, in today's atmosphere, I mean, yeah, introduction to this. What you thinking, Samantha?
Hi.
God body, God
Yeah,
body.
I mean, let's jump into the video. Let's see how they, what they got going on.
All right, let's jump straight into it. Here we go.
Grand jury indictment against President Trump.
Mr. Royals, everything went as it should have in front of the grand jury?
Yes, sir.
All right.
The GOP presidential frontrunner is charged with multiple felonies, including violation of the Georgia RICO Act and solicitation of violation of oath by public officer.
The indictment includes 41 felony counts and is 97 pages long.
Georgia District Attorney Fani Willis says Trump and his allies tried to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia.
The defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election result.
The Trump campaign called the indictment election interference, and Trump remained defiant while campaigning in Iowa this weekend.
We did nothing wrong.
Former Democratic State Senator Jen Jordan gave testimony to the grand jury. She spoke to CBS News about a committee hearing she attended at the state capitol with Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani in December 2020.
Everything they talked about that was abnormal to them could be explained away very simply in terms of how elections are run in Georgia.
Unlike the other 3 criminal cases, cameras are expected to be allowed in the Fulton County courtroom. Cristian Benavides, CBS.
Whoa. Whoa, major things there. Major things there. So based on what we just seen, I mean, here we go, Empress. I mean, what's your take?
Um, so if anybody has followed him for a while, there's certain groups and codes and things that has happened for a long that he said was going to happen for a long time. I don't know, certain numbers. They decode a lot of things. They call themselves QAnon. Okay, I follow all of the groups. I follow all of the information, and it's all playing out the way that QAnon said that it's going to play out. It's kind of crazy how it is playing out. It goes down to everything that's going on, every little detail about the nukes, the directed energy weapons. He said that all of this stuff was going to happen. So
I
He knew it.
I think right now is a time for the human race to definitely be on guard. If the description for a president has ever been real, and a active person who's running for president is facing a 97-page indictment, what did they say? 42 cases of racketeering, and I mean these are things that they normally get people that are involved with a whole lot of legal activity. So for a president to be facing this and still running for president should tell the average citizen what you're facing in today's climate. What is really taking place around you? If anybody doesn't see the actual what this is showing you, what is in your face, they say we are in a time of things being revealed. If something has never been revealed in people's face, I mean, yeah, I don't want to compare presidents, but you see the things Hunter Biden should be facing,
Mhm.
and Donald Trump is facing these charges for basically contesting election results. A person saying, I don't think these results are fair. If I just find 7,200 votes, this is basically what they're bringing criminal charges up against him for saying, I need to find 7,200 votes to win an election. If I find 7,200 cases or instances where something was wrong and I can find it, then I can overturn the election. They're getting this person for treason, racketeering, all of these different things for speaking this. So, where do people think freedom of speech is really going?
Yeah.
What do you think freedom of thinking? It is illegal to think freely now. I mean, seriously, if you have a thought in your mind and you express that thought, you could be labeled a idiot. Let's silence this person, censor them. What is the other thing that they have nowadays?
Shadow
Not,
ban.
huh?
The shadow ban.
The shadow ban. But what do people do to people now? When they say, oh, they said something that they shouldn't have said, what does they do to people now? They not blackball. What do we call this new age? The new age term for banishing somebody. You know, I don't know. But yeah, I just think it's crazy. Like yeah, on this Donald Trump thing, I'm not saying who to vote for. You know, they say don't talk about politics or religion amongst people, or you're gonna find some type of crazy argument or warfare. You know, so I'm not saying who to vote for, but I'm saying that has to be odd for anybody to see that basically you're attacked, a president being attacked this savagely for saying find 7,200 votes. They think the election was rigged. I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy.
The fact that Joe Biden isn't present on the President's Hall of Fame um, should tell us something. We are living in some type of illusion.
Oh,
They are
definitely.
living the active current president. You know, the military recognizes Trump as their, um, first in, their commander, first in command, whatever, however you call it. So I don't know. I have no idea. I just think this is red pills all day, every day for
Yeah,
everybody. Just depends
definitely.
on how you look at things because
I mean, it's
they
crazy.
hate him.
They
They
have,
hate him. Everybody. I have to love him because I read and I love to read.
is Donald Trump Morpheus? Oh, okay. She got a point. Is Donald Trump Morpheus? I mean,
More.
he told people to take during the pandemic. We'll call it
Ivermectin.
that. Yeah, he told
He
people to
called
take ivermectin. He told people to take ivermectin. I mean, is he Morpheus? Is Donald J. Trump Morpheus? And
I
I say
I
this.
think that
You say what?
he's Raymond
You say he's what?
Raymond Reddington is. I think that he's Raymond Reddington on Blacklist.
Raymond Reddington, bro. We're like Raymond Reddington. He's been blacklisted. That's what
Definitely.
that's what's taking place. I think he's Morpheus. I think he's Morpheus. He came back cloned in a different skin tone. However we put this, yeah, I think Donald Trump has.
get it. You're
Yeah.
absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what they did to him. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always he's the white guy on Black Panther, the only person Wakanda saved in both the movies. There was one white guy in America they saved in Black Panther, and nobody understood. And I always said that's Trump.
Oh yeah, because I mean he'll tell you a lot of things that are what they are. We have to get out of your emotional way at this point in time. If you out there, one love to you, shout out to you. Great to see you. This it. I'm telling you, after that, what I had last night, I didn't think I would be here to be speaking with everybody today for real. Yeah, I had some type of pinched nerve in my. Yeah, I don't know. I say they trying to get rid of your boy knowledge, man. They serious about it. I mean, they have been taking. Shout out to y'all too. Y'all doing a hell of a job on that other end, man. They've been taking pictures with my phone. I mean, shout out to y'all, motherfucker, boy. Y'all are, hey, for real, square business. Hey, y'all are a piece of work. I mean, to say the least. Man. They've been going hard here lately. But yeah, anyway, I needed to go get me some water too. But say the least, people, yeah, they've been going hard to keep track of us. Of the awakening people, the people that are waking up, man, trust me, they're going in overtime trying to keep up with you, and they still can't keep up. So if this is you and you feeling the urge, feel it, go harder, speak lighter, feel lighter. Don't feel like they're on my heels. Fuck that. Like get that mentality. Like it is. Hey, it's time to take this thing to different levels. You see an active president, that person could be fighting for their life. This could be a story of Jesus again, being crucified in front of the world. I mean, this happens every day. We've seen it with Martin Luther King, with Malcolm. We've seen all the martyrs. And we're at the point in the world where nobody wants to be a martyr. Nobody wants to. But you're sitting around every day. Somebody's collecting all the data in the world on you. If you were evolving and becoming something different, guess who would know before you even know? Think about it. Think about it. I mean, think about it logically. If you think about something and you see it on Facebook prior to it happening, guess who knows before you know? I mean, yeah, we have to start thinking about these things logically. And what's going on? We have a president that is facing RICO charges. A person who is running for president facing RICO charges. Where are we at?
The person who's actually not a criminal. I don't know. Y'all know I'm biased when it comes to this. I am, but I have my wisdom and my knowledge to back it up. I just feel how I feel about it. He's being targeted. This is normal for the recessive the elites to do. He's not even labeled really an elite at all. So he's a designated survivor. He'll be all right. He knows this. He knows this. He knows that if they unlawfully arrest him, it will not go well for this country. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not there. That country.
Look, you see how people act when they escape? When they escape and everybody else did it, you see how they act.
Listen, I said come out of her. Come out of her.
Yeah. Please God body.
Mm-hmm.
God body. Word like. Hey, have you seen the footage here lately of the fish jumping out of the water? Oh my gosh. For anybody, let me see if I can pull this up. Oh my gosh. For anybody who hasn't seen, this is next level. I mean, this is the next 1000% next level. I mean, Indigo, have you seen it? Did you see it yourself?
Yeah, I posted it in the group.
You did. You are the one that posted it in the group.
I posted it in the
So
group, and that right there, something going on in that portal down there. They having wars in the sky, water. They finna here soon be having wars on land too. They think.
You said there's gonna be wars going on the land and in the water.
There's
All right,
already one in the sky, but here soon the land.
okay. All right, God body. Here we go. For everybody out there who has not seen this, definitely we got to check this out right here. I mean, what's going on here? And y'all check. Make sure y'all follow this. What is going? Oh my gosh, we're not there yet. Here we go.
What the heck is going on with the fish?
I don't know what this thing is doing. This
is weird.
There we go.
Something is happening. Something is definitely happening.
What's happening? Something is definitely not right.
I mean, what could be going on here? What could be possibly taking place here that has the fish looking like they're in hot grease? Like they rather take their chances outside of the water than in the water. What is taking place?
And they need the water to survive. So, something's going on there. But they said follow the signs in the sky and the waters, and you will be on track with your ascension. For real.
God body. I mean, God body, because your eyes have to be closed. If you don't see something's going on now that's different in the earth, I mean, if your body's not feeling different, if you're not looking at no signs, your eyes have to be closed, literally closed. Like I say, the two topics we're talking about today, an active presidential candidate running for president is facing RICO charges. Fish are trying to get out of the water. Whoa! I mean, this is it's deep. I mean, so hey, I think in between then though, like the thing I want to focus on is the ascension, the ascending things of nature, because there was a great conversation. I wish Mr. Donnie Tip. I wish he was out there on the live now, because he's one of my active Christian brothers. I'm one of the people that I kick it with the Christians, the Muslims, the Pentecost, the Moors. Hey, shout out to all the Moors, the Hebrew Israelites, the Jews, the Jewish. Y'all hear me? I mean, we can make joke like we can do this like a lot of different ways, but I think as a collective, we have to start actively seeing that there's something that wants you to be divided. You know, are you going to be divided between man and woman? The alphabet community to a normal person? Is it black? Is it white? I mean, how long do we continue to be divided? Why somebody's attempting to bring the world to a one currency, one uniform world, a robotic world. Like when we plug out at night and we plug back into this matrix and we come back in, we tap back in, we got to start looking at this different because we can change this thing. Like we can change it, and we were born to come in, plug in, and tear down this matrix. I mean, whatever we call it, we were sitting here for it, for truth. And yeah, I think it's just so hard because it's not hard. We have been living in a time where people where they will risk their life, they will risk their freedom, they will risk everything for the wrong things. But if you speak on actually living for a purpose, there's a fear. I like to call it the Jesus effect. You start thinking about people sticking nails in your hands and talking about you behind your back. Anytime it's time to do things correct, you have all the reasons why you can't.
Sorry.
You say, what, God is? Go ahead. Go ahead. Run that.
Would they had? I'm telling you, the illusion,
yeah.
they be making stuff up, man.
Say Hollywood, and that's the thing. Like the Holly tree, we aren't knowledgeable in enough arenas. We're not well versed enough. Like most people don't know about the holly tree. And you can explain that. Like they have a tree they call a holly tree. It's supposed to be a symbolic tree. So yeah, where it mesmerize you and throw you into like a trance or a different way of thinking. And they basically made Hollywood based off this tree. Where you thrown into all these different illusions, you start believing the illusion, and Hollywood creates the illusion. Yeah. So we have to get better. Like we're caught in the story of Jesus. Shout out to all the Christians and, like I say, Muslim, all the religious people. But let's keep it real. The story of Jesus derives from a story of Heru. And when they were speaking last night, it tripped me out because Indigo, you said that the letter J is only, roughly over 350 years old. So if we're in 2023 AD, then how can Jesus' name be Jesus if the letter didn't even exist at the point in time when that person was alive? There's things that we have to start questioning. And when we question, we won't come down to a rabbit hole. We'll go to a root. They have you thinking the truth is a rabbit hole. It's not a rabbit hole. It's a root. And your roots make you stronger. There would keep trees up. Like everybody wants to know the truth now. And it doesn't matter who the truth offends. All races of people. We just want the truth now because we know if we don't get the truth, we'll never get to the root. We'll never get to the root of the issue and actually fix the problem. You'll just be led to more problems. And whatever weirdness has us on the vibe we on now, hey, it's I think the answer to that goes to the root.
The frequency rising. They don't know how to act. They be crashing out for real. They be crashing out. That thing be going ding, ding, their little head be going. They don't know what to do. Cause think about us. We vibrate how we vibrate, but we still sometimes be like, man, what is going on?
Yeah.
We still have days. So I don't know.
Hey, because it's hot out here. I mean, it's hot out here. You seen the fish trying to get out of the grease. So we be hot. We be hot too. And a lot of times I don't even think on our frequency. I don't think that we like, I enjoy going life being uncertain or not knowing. There's a lot of people that's in relationships. I think this person might leave, or this. There is so many things that are uncertain for people on a day-to-day basis. I think that is the hardest thing for humans to deal with. They want to wake up knowing, you could be laid off from a job. Every day you wake up, there's going to be questions. It's a sign that you're living. Your heart is still beating. So with those questions being thrown out there, if you put our belief systems on the line, you're going to run into issues. If you get into a point to where you have to know, then you always can fall back on this. I've been all right up to this point. I know I'll be okay. I know I'll be fine. But if you believe in a time like now, so my goodness. And I'm not saying this to take away from the believers. Like I say, I think that we need to leave no stone unturned. Like if you believe in Jesus, listen to the words of Jesus. Like listen to those true words and follow them. Don't just say, I believe in the Bible, but I'm 40 years old. I've never really read and studied, and I've never went there with my spirit and soul, because I'm one of the people that have read the Bible. I've read a lot of these different books, and I looked at it from a spiritual level. And when I did, I got to a point, especially in the Bible, I would get to a point to where there would be certain things when I'm reading, my spirit would feel uncomfortable with, like very uncomfortable. Like all of the people being murdered in the Bible, a lot of the different stuff, a lot of my spirit would be uneasy with. But then there would be certain things of unlimited nature, certain things that I could tell were true, almost truths that I could resonate with. But then there would be falsehoods that I kind of couldn't resonate with. So I learned to kind of decipher the two within my own soul. So that's where I learned to go to. But a lot of people say, use discernment. They taught to do all these different other type things. And I'm gonna keep it real. When you was talking to Donnie last night, and he went to a certain page in the Bible, and they showed that it was a white man there that was portraying Jesus, who they were talking about. But if they give the description in the Bible, they say skin of gold, hair of wool, gold put in a furnace, to be exact. I look at you and I think you very much so have skin of gold. It's no doubt about it. Your skin is gold. So I am tired of playing with people acting like this is not what they're talking about. Yeah, they're talking about you. Yeah, they're talking about me, and I'm definitely on a frequency where I'm not gonna act like this is not what they're talking about. When they say Jesus had hair of wool, skin of gold, put in a furnace, they were speaking of a certain specific person. And there's white people who know who these people are. There are black people that know who these people are. There are Asian people who know who these people are, and everybody is waiting on these people to wake up who don't know who they are. And being one of these people, having these feelings and these urges, and knowing that there's AI bots coming at humanity, individuals a certain way. God body, piece of the little God is right there, man. Like, yeah, it is time. It is time to do this thing to another level. And a lot of these little small souls, they are born coming in here knowing as well too. Like, we already know what time it is. It's just, if we're gonna be there. But I'm definitely yeah, I'm at the point where I can no longer act like you're not the people who they're speaking of. You, goodness gracious. Indigo, man, close them out. I know you got the little goddess out here, but yeah, if we can hit them with a closing statement for the Trump indicted on the RICO and the fish getting out of water. Dang, I know she that maybe wasn't a good time.
If you're into politics, keep studying. If you're into decoding, decode everything: numbers, time, letters, names of things, places, people. Decode it all. There's calculators online. There's so much you can do. Study prophecy. What prophecy? Whatever prophecy you study, read Hopi prophecy. You can watch YouTube videos about it. Um, yeah, end times is going down. In closing,
God body. In closing, hey, this is the end times. I say it's the end of the BS times. It is the end of it. All that bush that been resonating and people been feeding. It's the end times for that. It's the end times for it's the end times for you to pay attention to any of the BS. Like it's the end times. The end times. If it's not progressing your life, let it go. Let it go. It's the end times. Like we should be free as a bird, fly as a feather right now. People going through all different type of struggles. We need to be out and be active and be able to help and motivate and move things a different type of way. The fish are trying to get out of the water. If there's never a time to emerge from the darkness, when they say emergency, or responsibility, it's the ability to respond when needed. Emergency, the ability to emerge where you're needed. So it's time to emerge and rise out of the darkness. Your president is being indicted with a RICO.
free my boy.
Free Trump. Real talk. And yeah, he's scheduled to turn himself in August 25th. He even got a date to go turn himself in. Oh my gosh.
Up until that date.
Hold on. You say what? We got to put you back up there. You say what now?
He having rallies up until that date. So tune into RSBN.
Yeah.
.com. Okay, the Right Side Broadcasting Network.com. And they be having news on him, and they be having all his rallies.
So
he be lit.
How is he having a rally when they already say he incited a riot with insurrection? They say he incited the insurrection. If he having rallies now, is he going? Is he attempting to be charged with more? I mean, if he already seen what an influence can do, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah,
listen,
it's crazy. Yeah, they got
rallies.
Yeah,
keep having rallies. Say hi, Knowledge. Oh, he upset.
Oh, little bro just popped up, man. Yeah, but hey, end of the day, y'all could have been anywhere. Make sure y'all tap in tonight, though. Y'all was here with us, and we gonna see y'all tonight. We gonna have something extra special going down. Trust me, man. We is the hottest thing on the internet. The ones that they attempting to censor, they censors. Man, it's pictures being like, oh my gosh. And guess what? There's no fear. You don't see no sense of backing down or tripping this way. And it never will be. The thing that everybody else is scared of, know that when y'all tap in here, man, like, yeah, we sitting that electric vibration, that electric boogaloo out here to the world, man. Shout out. God body. Happy Wednesday. God body.